Okay, let's talk about dating apps. I mean, they're this huge, multi-billion-dollar industry, right? They've completely changed the game for how we find people. Connection, romance, you name it. So many of us are on them every single day. But have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, the way these apps are built to make money is completely against your goal of, well, actually finding someone? It's a weird thought, isn't it? Let's get into it.
You know, at the end of the day, your goal is pretty simple. You're on there looking for a real human connection. You're basically handing over one of the most important parts of your life to an algorithm.
And this, right here, is the big, kind of twisted paradox at the heart of it all. See, the app company's success, it isn't measured by how many of us find our person and happily delete the app. No way. It's measured by how long we stick around, how much we swipe, and how much money we spend. So, their business model actually works best if you keep searching and maybe never quite find what you're looking for.
So, let's kick things off by really digging into this fundamental conflict of interest. Because honestly, it's the engine that drives the whole experience.
I mean, just look at this. The two goals are polar opposites. On one side, you've got your goal. Find someone great and get off the app. On the other side, you have the app's goal. Keep you on the platform as long as humanly possible. Their perfect customer isn't the person who finds love and leaves, it's the person who stays, forever hopeful, and keeps paying.
So how do they actually keep you stuck in that loop? Well, it all starts with their business model, a classic strategy we can call the freemium bait.
This is such a key idea to get your head around. All those little frustrations you feel when you're using the free version, they're not bugs, they're not mistakes. They are 100% intentional. They're what we call friction, and they're designed to make the free version just annoying enough to push you toward that subscribe button.
And here's exactly how it works. On the free side, you've got the friction. You hit your swipe limit for the day, you get that notification that someone likes you, but you can't see who it is. You accidentally swipe left on someone who looked amazing. Ugh. And on the paid side, there's a perfect fix for every single one of those problems. They're literally creating the problem just so they can sell you the solution.
But okay, it's not just about getting you to pay. There's some really deep psychology going on here, all designed to make the simple act of swiping feel totally addictive.
Yeah, this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. The app isn't really a catalog of people. It's basically a slot machine. Every time you swipe, you're pulling that lever. And the match? That's the jackpot. And because you never know when you're going to hit that jackpot, it's what they call a variable reward. It becomes so addictive.
This is that addictive cycle, broken down. You swipe, then maybe you get a match. That's the unpredictable reward. Your brain gets a little rush of dopamine, that feel-good chemical. And what happens next? Your brain says, hey, that was awesome, let's do it again. And you just keep swiping, chasing that next little hit. And then you've got this other powerful thing happening called the paradox of choice. When you're faced with what feels like an infinite menu of people, it's almost impossible to make a decision. You're always thinking, well, what if someone even better is just one more swipe away? And that thought alone can stop you from ever actually investing in a real connection. It just keeps you on the app, searching.
Okay, so we've got the business model, we've got the psychology, but this stuff doesn't just happen in an app. It has real, actual consequences for our mental health and for the whole dating world.
Our source material talks about how this has created a formal dating market. And what that really means is that people, complex human beings, get turned into products. We package ourselves into a neat little profile, and then we swipe through other products, judging and sorting them in a split second. It can start to feel really dehumanizing.
And being a part of that market, it takes a toll. People report feeling totally burned out from the endless swiping. It encourages this consumer mindset toward other humans, and of course, it can be a real blow to your self-esteem. It also helps explain why things like ghosting are so common. Why bother with a tough conversation when the next potential match is just a swipe away?
So, does all this mean the whole thing is broken? Well, not exactly. It's really important to look at the good parts too, and maybe think about how we could do this better.
And let's be super clear about something. People do find love on these apps. Absolutely. I mean, millions of relationships, even marriages, have started with a simple swipe. They're incredibly convenient, and for a lot of people, especially folks in the LGBTQ+ community, or maybe in smaller towns, they offer a way to connect with people they might never meet otherwise. So there's real value there for sure.
So what would a better way look like?
Well, the source material throws out some cool ideas. Like, what if the AI was designed to prioritize your well-being instead of just keeping you hooked? Or what if the business model was different? Like you pay a one-time fee when you find a match. But honestly, maybe the most powerful thing is for us, the users, to just be more aware of how these things are designed to work on our brains.
And that kind of brings us back to the big question, the fundamental dilemma for this entire industry. How do you build a business that actually celebrates when its best customers find what they're looking for and leave for good? It's a real puzzle, and definitely something worth thinking about next time you find yourself swiping.